Hey everyone, welcome back to the Street Experience. As always, I'm your host, Street XP, and today we are talking about abilities that claim that they can only be used once per turn. I'm here to tell you, it's a lie. These abilities can be used more than once per turn, and we're going to show you how. So, let's dive right into a mock-up game and see what happens. As you can see, we've got Morpeko here, and he has the Snack Seek ability. Once during your turn, you may look at the top card of your deck. You may discard that card. And it's highlighted in yellow right now, meaning it's available. Now that was for our active Morpeko. Our benched Morpeko, again, has the same ability. So, go ahead and we are going to try and use it on our active character. You can see we click it. Here comes the top card of the deck. It's an Abra, and we're not going to throw that away. And now we'll take a look at that card and see that the Snack Seek no longer available. On the bench, Morpeko does have Snack Seek. So what's going on here? Well, it turns out that once during your turn actually doesn't mean the trainer's turn, doesn't mean you. It actually means your character. So each character is able to use this ability once during their turn. You can see here we're looking at the top of the deck again with our benched Morpeko, but there is a way to get a third play out of this. Professor Turo's Scenario. Okay? You take one of your cards up off the playing surface and put it in your hand. So what this does is anytime a card can go from the playing surface to your hand, it resets the card. Essentially, the game, whether it's electronic here or if you're playing in person, it forgets that that card was ever in play. So now if we play Morpeko back down to the bench, this is a new Morpeko. Even though it physically is not, the mechanics treat it as a new card. And you can see Snack Seek is available. So we've actually going to get 3 plays of our once during a turn ability out of our 2 cards. It's an interesting mechanic that happens in the game. Now, obviously, looking at the top card of the deck, yeah, maybe, isn't going to be great, but it does allow us to filter our deck a bit. If the top card is something that we know we're not going to need right away, we can discard it, and it gives us a chance to look at some more cards and have a nice little sneak peek. Now, some other abilities that are more powerful or maybe more versatile, they also can be used over and over by resetting the cards using the Professor Turo's Scenario. So this is a really neat way to go ahead and take advantage of the fact that it's once during the card's turn and during each iteration, even if you reset the cards by putting them in your hand and back down and play. Now, there are some scenarios where this is not going to work. And these ones, they're laid out very specifically on the card. What you will see, and if we take a look, we actually have a dark energy character that's going to come up here. And in his particular ability, it names the ability and says the ability may not be used more than once. So this stops us from taking advantage of this multi-use action that I'm showing here. So for abilities that are maybe much more powerful, you can see here Pacharant, he's got a subjugating flames ability, and it specifically names that ability in the instructions and on the card and says only once per turn. So we're going to show here, if we bring him into play, we just have to set the board up a little bit differently. There we go. And we've got a subjugating chains. Can only be used once each turn. So we're going to go ahead and click it now before our timer runs out. Okay, and this is swapping out just a character from the bench to the active. It doesn't really matter what the ability is. It's more a point of how the mechanics work for this. And you can see that our Picharant is no longer flashing, glowing. You can see we brought a second one up to the bench. Same thing. The Subjugating Chains is not available on that one. And we are even going to attempt to reset the card, and this will be resetting the card that made the play originally. So, I mean, you can see that we are definitely resetting that exact card. We'll put it back down to the bench again. And unfortunately, even doing that will not allow us to increase the number of plays for this once during your turn ability. And again, this is only being blocked because a card specifically names the ability and says that ability may not be used more than once. We can't reset the character. There's just no way to reset him, unfortunately. So it's too bad. But the other abilities that are once during your turn, if they don't have any of those caveats that say, you know, the specific one can't be used, then go ahead and use them to your heart's content. Theoretically, up to 5 times in a turn. 4 times, once for each card, and then 1 reset using a Professor Turo scenario. So I hope this was helpful for anybody who has cards like this. It is an interesting mechanic. It's a lot of fun to play. I've taken advantage of it a few times in games with other trainers. And it's definitely adds another level to playing. So this has been the Street Experience with your host, Street XP. If you like the video, hit that like button. Think of subscribing to the channel. It really helps. Come back and check out more tutorials, questions answered. If you have a card that you want to see how it plays out and you need it explained, maybe hit me up in the comments and I'll see about doing a video for that. And of course, come back again within the next week because we are going to open the brand new Journey Together booster box. This booster box is just amazing. You know how it's crazy expensive. A lot of shops aren't doing box break videos because of that. But yeah, no, we just had to. There is nothing better than cracking open 36 foil packs and seeing what we can get. And there are many, many exciting cards. I've had the opportunity to open up a couple of the booster packs so far and getting some exciting full arts, lots of characters, you know, the return of Hop. Haven't seen him for a while, so he's back again, and it's just going to be amazing. We look forward to that, and of course that'll be myself and my co-host Jasper Taz doing that. So once again, I'm Street XP. This has been the Street Experience. Go out there and try and catch them all. Thanks. Have a great night.